Hey guys, I'm Darren. I'm a lifestyle photographer and content creator based in London, UK. I'm going to share with you some quick tips that I use every day to create my content over on Instagram. Today I'm going to take you through my process step by step of creating Instagram stories start to finish using Adobe Premiere Pro. So I'll show you how to import your footage, what settings to use, how to edit, how to export, and we're just going to be doing all this using some lifestyle footage that I shot at home on my mirrorless camera. So first up, we need to create a new sequence with the correct settings for Instagram stories. Click on the new item icon and choose sequence. We're going to choose the 1080p 30 preset under the digital SLR folder, and then head over to settings and change the frame size to the correct dimensions for Instagram stories, which are 480 by 852. Now you can see our blank sequence has been created in the correct Instagram stories vertical format. For this example, I'm going to throw some footage on here that I've got saved on my computer that I shot on my mirrorless camera, and then quickly resize it all to fit. In the project window, we're going to select all of the clips we want to use and drag them into the new sequence that we've just created. When we do this, you notice we'll get a warning. We want to continue using the settings that we've just created, so simply select Keep Existing Settings. The videos we've imported are a little larger in size than the settings that we've just created, so they appear bigger than we want, but we're easily going to fix that by resizing them to fit. To do this, head over to the Effects Control panel and resize using the Scale Effect control. For these clips, we're going to set the amount to around 79. We can now resize all the clips by simply copying and pasting these settings. Select the first clip we've just applied the effect to and press Command-C, or that's Control-C on a PC. That will copy them, and then select the rest of the clips and right click and select Paste Attributes. Now that all the clips are the correct size, I'm just going to go through and create a really quick arrangement where I'll make 3 stories as an example. The way I'll be editing this arrangement is simply by using the mouse to trim the edges of the clips by clicking them and dragging them, and then just moving the clips around into position using the mouse as well. You can also delete any gaps by clicking on them and pressing delete like I've just done. This process is going to take me about 5 minutes, so I'm going to speed up through this. Okay, so here's what I've come up with. I'll just play it back for you by pressing the space bar. As you can see, I've created 3 simple arrangements, and these will become our 3 separate stories. There's roughly 7 or 8 clips in each one. I've left a gap between each arrangement so it's clear which is which, and this will also help us when we come to export them. Next up, we're going to make some simple colour adjustments to make the footage look a little less flat. Head over to the Lumetri colour panel, and under the basic correction drop down, just have a play around with the sliders like I'm doing here. There's no real right or wrong way here, but it's just whatever really works for you. So have a play and adjust until you get a look that you like. I'd suggest you go through and do this individually for each clip, but for speed purposes of this tutorial, we're just going to copy and paste the settings from this clip onto the others. So again, press Command and C or Control-C on a PC to copy, and then select the rest of the clips and then right click and select Paste Attributes. Now you can see all the clips are looking much better and way more punchy. I'm going to show you how to export this series as 3 individual Instagram stories, so that's going to be 3 separate video files that we'll have to be able to upload. To do this, we'll need to tell Premiere where we want the individual video exports to start and end. So we'll set in and out points for each story we want to save out. Drag the playhead to where we want the video to start, which is called the in point, and then we'll press I. Next, we'll drag the playhead to where we want the out point to be, and then we'll press O on the keyboard. If you don't quite get this right, you can drag the handle here to fine tune. Now we've got our selection, we can press Command M or Control M on a PC, which will bring up the export window. You'll notice in the source range selection here that it's showing sequence in out. Basically, this means that it's only going to export our selection, which is exactly what we want. Then we just need to select somewhere to save the final video. So click on output name, choose the location you want to save the file, rename it if you wish, and then click on export. Repeat this last step to save out the remaining 2 stories. Once they're exported, use whatever your preferred way is to get them over to your phone. For me, I just right click and then I use AirDrop to fire them over from my MacBook. and then we're done. If you want to create your own version of what we just run through, then head over to adobe.com now, where you can download the exact files that we used in this tutorial. We've also linked some other similar videos down below, so we'll see you in the next one.